With the number of property adverts that I'm very certain that you have come across, especially if you're on social media, like I think that every 2 ads out of 12 would be about real estate or how you should invest. I know there are so many promises, there's so many assurances, and to be honest and to be fair to everyone, the facts are the facts. However, there are some instances that are not necessarily investments, but they are you making a purchase. For an offer to be an investment, you have to be able to see how much you're putting in, that it's going to become more in the future, and that you are going to be able to make money off of the fact that you will put that property into the market to be of service to someone else. A lot of offers that we currently are seeing in the market are, in my opinion, at their maximum or very close to their maximum, such that in the time that you're going to have to wait, they don't necessarily make sense. And today I'm going to talk you through the process through which even you can decide. Look at an offer for yourself and decide, is this going to be worth it as an investment for me? Or is this just going to be something that you will buy into because there might be potential? And the first thing that you have to look out for is the location. Yes, locations will change with time. A lot of our presumptions, I would like to say, about how Lekki has progressed and overshot all expectation lies in the fact that 20 years ago, 10, 15, 20 years ago, people were buying land in Lekki, what is known as Lekki 1 today. At that time, it was called Maroko. People were buying land there for as low as 2 million, 2.5 million. Some even bought it for 1 point something million. And today, a plot of land there is nothing less than 100 million. So when people say, oh, Lekki 1 exploded, Lekki 1 became Lekki 1, that all of that can happen in the new locations, the question that you should ask yourself is our money so devalued that when you buy a plot of land for XYZ amount of money, I am going to do my best not to call any amounts in this video, but when you look at it and you think about it and you say, is our money so devalued that in 10, 20 years, people will be buying this plot of land for 10 times, 20 times the current costs? How does that sit with you? Do you think that it's possible? What do you expect? How much business is it that that property or that area is going to be able to generate to be able to make it work for you? Ask yourself that question and you would very probably get an answer to that. The next thing that you should be asking yourself when you want to invest in an offer is what currently exists. Because what you're buying, what you're paying for today should be the value of it today, not the value of it in 5 years' time. Don't pay for the value of 5 years' time today, because what you should be getting in 5 years' time is the value of 5 years' time. So the next time someone brings an offer to you and says, this development is coming to this area, and just imagine how much it is that you can make. Think about it like this. Think about it like that. Think of this type of use case that you're going to be able to use your property or your land for. Ask the person, how much would it be or could it be in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time? Is it going to be commensurate to the time that you have waited? Because if we look at land, for example, people have been able to turn over lands that they have bought in March of 2022, and in September, which is barely 6 months, they've been able to get up to 60% more than what they bought the land. This is not hearsay. This is not an assumption. This is something, a transaction I was a part of. A client bought a piece of land at 75 million naira, 70 million naira, and in September, they were able to sell it for 130 million naira. Now, look at that. That is almost 100% in 6 months. That was not any out of this world location. It was a location that people wanted to be. 6 months gave them that. Now, you may then say, but that's what somebody got in 6 months. Imagine what I can get in 5 years if I take that same projection and I post it onto that longer duration. Truth of the matter is that that's not how it works, because everything starts to appreciate, especially in the beginning. There comes a time when that appreciation would start to level out. It would start to balance out. So if in the beginning something was galloping, think about it like a sprinter. A sprinter can start out very quickly, but when it gets to a certain point, he's going to start settling into the race and going and knowing that he has taken all the advantage that he has, and then he only has to maintain it. That's kind of like what happens. So when next you are being offered a piece of land or property and you are told that it is a certain amount of money that is too high compared to what it should be right now, honestly speaking, if your gut tells you that, then it probably is that. Now, this is not for those of you who like to price things so badly. Like, you will know that in an area this is about the price, but you come and then you're trying to buy it at prices that are so bad. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Please, please, and please don't take me out of context. And yes, I am saying these things because these are things that you need to know. Look at a property for what its value is today. And if you're going to make an investment, you are making the investment at the price and the value of today, with the vision, with the projection that it is going to grow and it is going to become something else in the new time frame that you would be willing to now watch and harvest the yields of your investment. If you're doing any other thing, you are only buying and you are hoping that that thing is going to appreciate, which is not what real estate investment is. Investing in real estate is a long-term journey where you are banking on the future of what that property or that asset is going to become for you and that you can convert into money. What people are doing with real estate investments, which are cash flowing, is that they are banking on the fact that they have bought it at a certain price. They are going to use it to generate income, and in the same time that it is working, it is generating money, it is also appreciating in value, such that when they bought it, for example, 2,000 naira, in 5 years it can become 10,000 naira. But the journey between when it was 2,000 naira and the time that it becomes 10,000 naira, which should be times 5, it would have still made them money. And in most cases, by the time they are cashing out, or they are reselling it, or they are revaluing it at 10,000 naira, they would have made a bulk of the money that makes up the 2,000 naira that they initially put into it. And that is how they are able to get a bigger and a stronger and a wealthier portfolio. So if you ever have to ask yourself, am I buying or am I investing? Chances are that you are only buying, and you probably should not be doing that deal. But if you want to live in the area and you are banking on the fact that it is going to become something, then please, by all means, go ahead and buy it. Why? Because you will only be getting better value for your money when you eventually either build or you upgrade on that property, because you will feel much better that yes, you have bought into a property that at that time you probably wouldn't have been able to buy, because it would probably also be at a much higher asking price than you would be able to afford at that point in time. So let's listen in the comments. Bring your opportunities, bring offers that you've heard about, bring your questions, ask them in the comment section, add them in there. State very clearly an example of something that you're considering. And if you don't want to drop it in the comments, you can send an email and we will help you to look at the opportunity, would help you break it down and send it back to you so that you can see for yourself if that is something that you want to be able to go forward with or not. The goal of this channel is to help empower you, enlighten you, so that you become a better investor of real estate and you can help all of us that are in our environment and in our community to do better, have better places to live, and also build our society so that it is a richer one for all of us. A win for one is a win for all, and that is what would make our world much better.